welcome back. Today we're making head vampire soap. This is part of my Lost Boys collection and I do like 5 different ones. So I've got head vampire, boardwalk, thou shall not fall, nanook and something else, oh, star. So if you're a fan of the Lost Boys then you'll love this range. I bring it out each year around the summertime. To me the Lost Boys has got more of a summer feel because of the boardwalk and the way it's filmed, and it's all sort of like late summer going into autumn in my head. So that's when I bring this range out. So this is the 3rd year running. So today I'm making head vampire, which is one that's got little bats. So I've cut up all my bats. So these are my little bats. And then inside I'm going to use some blue clay, which I've got here. Just a Cambrian blue clay. It's not particularly blue. I've got another one, a Serbian blue clay that I get here in the UK, and that's really blue. But when it goes into soap it changes colour anyway. It goes to like a dull sort of grey. But I don't mind that. I just don't want any colourants in this one today. Last year I did like a burgundy and a black, but it does discolour, so I just thought I'll just use a bit of clay. And in the bottom I've got some mica dusted chunks of soap here. So these are black chunks of soap. So I thought if I just do the neutral base, put some chunks in, then I might do a line and then the top and then just the bats all across the top. So I'm going to make like one big block today, which is about 8 kilos, and then yeah, I think that's it. I think that's what I'm going to do. I might put the line in the middle as a mica, the same as these. That might look quite pretty. Might just pick it up a little bit. So yeah, I'm going to just wait for my oils to cool and we'll get going. Okay, I've got you a bit further back at the moment and I'll bring you in. I shall zoom you in a minute, but I just wanted to get this more on a wider angle. Sometimes it's nice to actually see the person making the product rather than just always being close up. So I brought you in, zoom you out a bit for the meantime. Okay, so what I need to do is mark where my bats are going to sit. Okay, cocking up there for a minute. Right, so now I've just marked out my mould down the side there for where my bats are going to go, and I can just follow that line across when I come to put them on in a minute. So, first of all, I need to pour my lines and my oils. These have all been water over there. They've been cooling for quite a while now. Okay, just pour that in there then. So what am I watching on Netflix, you may ask? I am watching, is it The Haunting of Hill House? Is that what I'm watching? I think that's, where am I? The Haunting of Hill House. I mean, it's been out for ages and I'm just getting around to watching it now. Talk about milking a show. It just goes on and on and on. I still don't know really what the hell's supposed to be happening there. Anyway, I'm going to stick blend and then come back in a minute because you're far away, you won't be able to see this at the moment. So I'll be back in a second. So I'll give that a little stir and then I'll get stick blend in a bit. Okay, I'm going to add my clay, which is here. This is that blue clay, so it's got a nice blue shade, but it's going to change into grey, which is perfectly fitting for a vampire soap, I suppose. I didn't want to do it black because I've got black bats. Okay, so I've put the clay in a teaspoon per pound of oils. And I've ended up with about 30 grams in this batch. Okay, I'm going to add my scent, which is here in this kilner, mason jar. So this scent is really similar to Penhaligon's Halfetti. This is why it's so popular, this soap. People absolutely love this. It's one of the most like popular scents in years, and it's super concentrated, so it's really strong. You'd like need a lot less when making soap with it, or anything with it actually. It's a very strong smell. And I actually do this in a perfume oil because it was so popular. And there's body cream coming out and whip soap, so the whole Lost Boys collection is like a whole range of products. So first thing I'm going to do is pour the base. So you'll see the colour now as it comes out. It's like a, almost like a sage green. I'm going to go half there. I've got a line marked out in my mould, so I know which is half. Just going to bang that, get rid of any air bubbles. Then I'm going to take my mica pieces, I'm just going to put them all over this, so that in the bottom there's what look like little rocks, little gold rocks. Quite a lot of them. I've not done this in the soap for a long time, and it's really lovely when it gets cut. So these are black pieces of soap, so there'll be a nice contrast, coated in gold mica. When you come to cut it, it will look really cool. I used to always use the coated soap balls. I don't do that very often anymore either. It's because of all the product files. It's just such a pain in the bum to do all the information. So I'm just going to sprinkle some of that there over the top. Just use up that mica. A little bit more interest, waste not, want not. I'm going to sprinkle, something's got out there, I'm going to sprinkle a cocoa line over that, just lightly. It's certainly going to look different to how it does, or how it has in previous years. I did like a gold sort of mica swirl on the top of the last time. It did look really pretty, but I just wanted to do something different this year. I don't always like them to be the same. So let's clean up the sides as much as we can with my soap cloth. This cloth always looks so dirty. I can assure you it's always cleaned, but it just stains with all the soap that I use it for. So it's just it looks messy. Okay, so I just need to wait for this to set up a little bit before I put the top on and my bats. Just clean up all those edges inside. I don't want there to be smears and marks. Need to get a new apron as well. My aprons are getting really old. Okay, there we go. Right. Yeah, still quite fluid. So I'm just going to grab a spoon and get back in a minute and we'll do the top. Right then, let's see. This is thickened up quite a lot in the bucket, so I'm hoping we can just slowly get it on the top without breaking through. Trick to this is not to have it too heavy, like don't do too much in one go, otherwise it will go through to the bottom. Or you could be really professional and do it in 2 batches. So wait between your layers, like you could make soap in advance and then do 1 layer. That didn't make any sense at all. I mean, like do the bottom layer and then make a second batch of soap is what I meant to say. God, get it together. That's what I meant to say, guys. Okay. that would make it a lot easier, because you could literally just pour this onto the top. I think like when you see Holly, she probably does it the right way. With her, when she does her rainbow soaps and stuff, she's so meticulous. She's got patience, she's got way more patience than I have. I just want to get it done and out the way. There's too many other things happening, so my head is like full every day of like, oh, what have I got to do next? But I always need to make soap. If I'm going to make soap in the day, I need to do it in the morning so I can get it out the way. And then I'm on to order packing this afternoon. So if I'd finished the orders this morning, I wouldn't want to I wouldn't want to make soap this afternoon. I just have to be like, you know, I have to come in, make the soap, get it done, and then I can move on to other things. It's because it takes quite a long time to sort it out. I need to prep actually some more lye. I usually have a master batch of lye ready, but I haven't had it for the last few times that I've made soap, and I just haven't got it together. Been procrastinating too much lately, so I just need to sort that out and make sure that I do that again. It definitely makes a difference knowing that your lye is there ready and you just need to add the extra water. I do like a 50-50 lye solution so that you just have that to hand. It just makes everything so much easier. And I've got another batch to make after this, but it's just another one colour soap and not really a lot going on with the rest of it, so that'll be an easy one after this. So that'll be 2 batches made today at least. Still, even though it's thick, it's still pretty fluid. I've got time to play with this one. So these ones, I've just decided I'm going to package them in boxes. So we're going back to soap boxes for some of my soaps. I've still got tons of labels to use up, so I can't do them all yet, but I am actually going back to using boxes for mine because they look so much nicer on the shelves and they travel much easier without getting damaged. I think what got me is when I watched Harry Potter and he went to the one shop and there was all those one boxes on the shelves. It was like, when I saw that, I thought, I've just moved into this shop and I thought that's exactly how I want everything to look in my shop. So at the moment I'm currently thinking about making some shelves or buying some new shelving for behind me, because the ones I bought, I'm not really happy with them. And somebody else could probably make do with those. Luckily I'd only spent £100 on them on the 4 shelves, so I might just bite the bullet and make the shelves that I wanted to make in the first place, or see if I can find them online if anybody buys if anybody makes them. Okay, right, let me just smooth that out a little bit. Get those edges cleaned up again. Okay, new down there. Ooh, creaky door. I don't know if you can hear that. I've got the window open because it went really warm. Here in the UK it's been super cold for June. It's just been horrible. And today I came into work and they put the heating on. So it's not quite that bad. It was last night. It was really cold last night at home. And we had to put our heating back on, which is very unusual for June. And I come into work today and it was boiling in here, so I've had to open the window. So the door's creaking behind me. Okay, right. Right. Get my cloth. Move that out of the way. And then I'm going to start putting my little bats on. Do I want to texture that at all? I don't think it's necessary. I just don't know if I want to do anything else to it. I don't think so, because I've got the interest inside there. I've got the line and then the stuff in the bottom. So let's keep it simple. So I need 33 bats. So let's start and get them on. These are just made with charcoal. Okay, let's have a look at what we've got. I'm just really annoyed. I've just been trying to get the footage from my camera onto my laptop and everything's throwing a wobbly, so yeah. I need to be quick because I don't think there's much space left on this card, so very annoying. Right, I actually gelled this yesterday. I put it under the cover, so we'll see if there's any difference in my soap by doing that. I mean, I leave my soaps to do what they're going to do by themselves. I don't like forced gel. So it'll be interesting to see if I can notice a difference in the actual bars of soap. Because if it gels, it gels, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. But forcing it with the cover, we'll see. If we've got a different kind of a texture or look to the soap, probably haven't. Probably haven't. We'll have a look. Right, so I'm just going to chop this into loaves to start. First off, I'm just going to trim off those edges here. Saturday morning and it's finally sunny, and there's a thing on in Evesham this weekend called Wartime in the Vale, and it's something I'd like to go to. If the rain holds off, then it would be quite nice to go and have a look, so I might go and do that today. And tomorrow is our dog's birthday, Bridie. I'm just going to move you around a minute. Yeah, Bridie's birthday, she's going to be 10, so we're going to be celebrating our doggie's birthday this weekend. I'm getting her some presents, taking her for lunch. That's when you know your dog means more to you than anything else. Okay, I forgot to put those chunks in the bottom, so you might be able to see a few. At least my bats are in the right place, so that's good. And the colour, I actually really like this this shade. It's sort of almost like a sagey green colour. I'm not really seeing much of a blue shade, but that isn't what I was going for anyway. I wanted it to be sort of dusky dark to go with the older Lost Boys theme. There's my little end chunks. So let's move that out of the way, trim that edge, and I'll just cut one of these. See what they're like, because they're all going to be the same. There's not going to be swirls or anything like that. It's literally just that bottom that's going to be the interesting bit. So let's turn that on its side so you can see as I cut into this. So I'm going to line up my bats, my little bats. Please don't go wrong. Hold on. One. Okay, some of them might not be right bang on, but we're there, I think pretty much there. Okay. And an end piece. Clunk. Okay. So there's the end chunk. I'll probably just plane it off a little bit. There's the inside of that one and my bat. Maybe should have had a few more chunks. It looked like I was putting quite a few in there though, didn't it, when I put them in to the bottom. There's not many in there. But still a nice bar of soap regardless. But yeah, I thought there would be a lot more chunks. But I like the contrast of the mic around them. You can see that. Kind of interesting. Yeah, let's remember that for next time, to actually put a hell of a lot more in. I suppose for the volume of soap that they went into, maybe there's not that much. There's not that many chunks compared to the volume of the batter, I don't know. Well, that one's hardly got any, and yet that one has got a few more. You'd think that that would have shown up a bit more, wouldn't you? Okay, note to self for next time. But I do like these, I think they're awesome. Love the bats. Love the whole theme of this Lost Boys. Once I get really into it, then I usually watch the film again and just fill my head full of 80s memorabilia. Show you those loaves again. Might be able to get a screenshot for the thumbnail. Okay, so that is Head Vampire, and I'll be back for the next one. I'm making Nanook next, which is after the dog in the film. Nanook. Lost Boys fans, you'll know who I'm talking about. If you've never seen the Lost Boys before, go watch it. You won't regret it. Alright, I will see you for the next soap. Ta-ta.